The average person spends an average of 4 hours on their phone every single day. And if you compound this over 10 years, you are literally spending more than 10,000 hours on your phone. And if what you're doing on your phone isn't productive, be honest with yourself, then you are literally sabotaging yourself from becoming your higher self. Because if you are a person like me, then you have this vision, this idea of who you can be, were you to set aside all the bullshit, put your phone down, and actually take the actions necessary. But the problem is your phone is actually directly stopping you. It is directly in the way of you becoming your higher self. Because your phone is overstimulating, it takes away your time, and it makes it harder to actually take the actions necessary to work towards your higher self, because it fries your brain, your neurotransmitter, and kills your attention span. When I was first starting my personal growth journey, I would try to track my habits and realize how much time I was spending on the actions I knew I would bring me to my higher self. I'm gonna include some B-roll in here with my actual journal entries to show you guys how I would do this on my journey. Now, when I was using my phone for hours upon hours a day, it became almost impossible for me to put the time and effort into the things that I knew would serve me on a higher level, which were like meditation, journaling, reading, stuff like that. But you will see there was a point in time when I got rid of my smartphone and actually got a flip phone. And that is when I began to gain traction. Before, I couldn't even stick to a whole month of recording my habits. And after that, I was able to put hours upon hours into the habits that I wanted to use to cultivate my higher self and becoming who I wanted to be at that time. Once I removed my phone out of the equation, it became so much easier to get meaningful dopamine from the different habits and actions that I knew would lead me towards my higher self. And it gave me the attention span necessary to actually pursue these things. On top of this, I was able to pursue healthier eating habits, healthier fitness habits, so that I got the body that I wanted. I got like super jacked, and it was super easy because I wasn't so overstimulated all the time. I could actually focus and put together a workout plan that worked. And now I did this by getting a flip phone to free my attention. But the thing is, you don't have to go that far. There are things that you can do in order to get the same effects to change your life without having to go all the way out the deep end and get a flip phone and get rid of your smartphone and everything. And there is actually a method that will help you guys achieve these results. It's the ABC method. And it starts with A, which is awareness. Becoming aware of when, why, and how you are using your phone. Figuring out the triggers that cause you to use your phone, the habits that you've developed around it. Maybe you go on your phone every time you feel anxious. Maybe you go on it every time that you sit down for a meal. Recognize how much you are using your phone, how many hours a day you're spending on that, and if that's actually the way that you want to be using your time. That is the first step, developing awareness around your habit of using the phone. And from this, you'll begin to realize how it impacts you. Is it taking you out of the present moment? Is it disturbing your focus? Is it preventing you from getting in the gym, from sitting down to meditate, from reading the books that you want to read? And the next is boundaries. B stands for boundaries. And that is setting boundaries around how you are using your phone. For me, the biggest boundary is not having my phone be the first thing I see in the morning and not having it be the last thing I see before going to bed. Setting in time and space at the end of my day and at the beginning of my day to be phone free has literally changed my brain and how I'm able to operate in this world. I have so much more focus, so much more intention simply by removing my phone from the equation in the first and last hours of my day. Another great way to do this is to establish zones in your home that you aren't allowed to have your phone. Having a phone-free zone enables that you will be clear-minded when you're in this space. You know that you will be able to focus, and it also frees up your attention to focus on different things. Another benefit that I found from this time of getting off my phone is that I learned to play an instrument simply by having my ukulele sat out in my room, which was a phone-free space. Since I didn't have a phone to go on, I needed to find something to keep me occupied, so I would practice ukulele, and now I'm actually a decent ukulele player. And so setting aside phone-free times, some phone-free zones within your day will help you reclaim your attention and take the actions necessary. In addition, you can set time limits on the apps that you use on your phone that aren't contributing to the person that you want to become. You can do this on iPhone, I think Android too, if you simply set a screen time limit on certain apps. So limit your Instagram, limit your TikTok. 10 minutes a day is literally way more than you need. And if you want to take it a step further, have your friend set a password so that you have to ask that friend in order to even get on your phone and extend the time that you have. The next and most important piece of the ABC method is the C, which stands for create. You are taking something out of your routine. You are subtracting something. And so you need to create a new routine, new habits, new ways of being to replace this old way of being. You literally need to create your new self after killing off your old self. And so that starts with setting aside routines, habits that you want to do, writing these things down and finding a way to track them. Maybe that means journaling the way that I did. Maybe it means finding an accountability partner to hold you accountable. But you can create new goals, new routines, new things that will inspire you in your life to do better. You can literally start creating things like creating art, creating your YouTube channel, your business, whatever you want to do to create your new version of yourself after you eliminate these old habits that were holding you back from who you are meant to be. And if you guys want help with this, book a call down below. That's all I got for you today. See you in the next one.